I'm Jim Crews, and I got involved in volunteer work in 1995 upon retirement from the Pennzoil Company here in Parkersburg. And I got involved with the Parkersburg Area Community Foundation in 1995 when I went on the board. Served on the board until 2010. And during that term, I served 1 year as president or chairman of the Parkersburg Area Community Foundation. They moved into a new facility in 2010, and myself and Jim Beck and a number of others helped with them pouring concrete in the parking lot to make it more accessible to our handicapped people. Also worked in the Colonia house where Jim Beck and I remade or reworked a screen porch. Also was involved with the Smoot Theater. They had bought an adjacent building and we redid it, converted it into a reception area. And Habitat, I was involved with Habitat for about 10 years. As I recall, I think I was assisted in constructing 10 houses. And the main reason I got involved in volunteerism is that when I retired, Parkersburg area has been really good to my family and myself. And so we're just trying to give back to the community. So it just built a lot of friendship, and you go back and look at the buildings, 5, 6, 10 years later, and they still look really, really nice, and that's always a good feeling. Money is always good, but I think time is probably the most valuable asset you can give to a charity.
Jim has been our volunteer extraordinaire for a long time. He was on our board for quite a few years and was board chairman. Jim, when you heard him speaking about his role here, was pretty humble, talking about how he works a lot with his hands, and he does always enlist a number of his friends in helping with all these projects. But Jim also puts his head into a lot of what he does, and he puts his own resources into them. In the last year, by moving us from a very small office where we had 4 staff and 600 square feet, and it was very cramped, into this facility, which is about 3,500 square feet altogether and has this wonderful community meeting space, his leadership in helping to share, see the vision that this could be a much better space for us. It would allow us to expand our services. The fact that Jim supported the project and was willing to step up and volunteer to take the role as construction superintendent really went a long ways to getting this building purchased. This is one of the bathrooms that Jim helped to renovate, and we had a Home Depot grant, and Home Depot provided the materials and they installed this sink, but Jim renovated this stall here to make it an accessible stall, and then he put the grab bar and things in. So he's just one of those folks that if something needs to be done, he steps up.